Welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happenings Here. Happenings Here, that's good enough. Yeah, donotgod.com, mostly, and inmendham, whatever, blah 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 blah. So, just the one video, yeah. It's all getting just so tedious making videos. So I really should do something. Like Life Sucks, I should do something actually creative and, put some effort into my persuasion besides just, trying to make reasoned arguments, blah, 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 blah. But should and have time and all that. I just, I'm very busy. Yes, some people don't like what I'm busy doing, but yes, I'm busy fixing physics. Because, frankly, it's full of religion and shit. Anyway, yeah, a lot of things to do. And yes, I think they're important things. I think all the crap, the stuff that's not true, all the stuff said by people that just has little or no chance of being connected to actual reality should be debunked and countered with the purpose of steering human intelligence towards the truth. And so, yes, my other projects are all devoted to that purpose, in spite of what some idiots think. Anyway, alright, doesn't matter. So yeah, I started the video with a little thing about Life Sucks because, we did a video, a piece of art. I should think about it ahead of time and come up with the right word for it. Short film kind of a thing, whatever you want to call that. And a parody. Yeah, that's sort of what it is. It's just a parody. Like Weird Al or something. And, so it looks like and it sounds like, but it isn't like. Something like that. And it makes fun of, frankly, the natalists. So by basically, it's a very good comparison, the psycho killer and the psycho procreator. Pretty much the same thing. An indifferent, glib, motherfucking cunt bastard. And I say cunt bastard because, damn it, this is something women really do have the keys to this car. And, it's the men are sort of superfluous in a lot of ways. Obviously, in some cultures, yes, it's male-dominated. But obviously, in this culture, or in more modern cultures, this is basically a woman's thing. Having kids. It's not really the agenda of the average husband, I don't think. I think he would be not terribly disappointed if he found out he was infertile. Oh, this would be yeah, sort of good news. But anyway, for most anyway, I think most, maybe not, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not enough people. That's the point. Because not enough people talk about it. So I said something, hopefully appropriately flattering, that this guy does really good work. And pretty easy channel to find. Life Sucks. Just one word. That's his channel name. Pretty easy. Yeah, so I really shouldn't have to direct you. So we'll play a little tiny bit and see what I was saying. You can pretend it's something else, while they watch it, kind of. Alright, so I'm just kind of pointing out that, yeah, this artistic stuff is good because people get drawn in by something, that's not the real story. And then they find out what the real story is. So it's a booby trap. So it's a subtle way of giving them something interesting to watch. And then it has the added value of containing a message that they may absorb, kind of indirectly, which is also good. So, I mean, if I had, a bunch of, if I had a bunch of money, I could just buy a bunch of women in bikinis and have them act out, pantomime everything I'm saying in my videos, and it would just, I'm sure the videos would be much, much better. I'm sure. I mean, even for the serious person, it would be nice to have that little distraction, okay, little, eye candy. And you know, for the parts where they already know what I'm going to say, and I already heard him say that shit, so I'll just watch the girls, you know, that kind of thing. So obviously, it's, you know, there's lots you can do, and yeah, so money is really good to have, but if you don't have money, then people have to be creative. So anyway, so he does that very well. That's the point. So yeah, so that's, you know, so it's sort of a shout out at the beginning of the video to his efforts and to encourage it in others and himself. Continue. Yes, keep doing as you're doing. Keep doing as I say rather than as I do. Yeah. That should be here. To a website that does this AI. Okay. So yeah, so that was the other bonus. Is his video provides a link to a website that produces it produces images. You know, how much of the image is completely original and how much is, you know, distortions and bits and pieces from other people's work, who knows. I haven't tested that, and I didn't read about it, so I have no idea. But it's basically a synthetic AI engine that, you know, like other AI engines, you know, that just is mimicking, you know, Wikipedia in a way. So it's like imageopedia. It just smashes a bunch of images with similar themes together and tries to make a new image that summarizes the concept. And frankly, I didn't have much luck with my first little minor effort. So yeah, the images were kind of lame, frankly. So I don't know exactly. I don't, you know, I'm not seeing a huge relationship there, but okay. Yes, I mean, what F-list would be wearing a suit? Not possible. So I mean, I put in F-list, and it just came. You know, it did figure out that I was talking about an F-list. So it's one. There's only one person in each image. You know, but the images don't really have much to do with procreation in any way, or even life, because there isn't much life in any of the images. But anyway, whatever. Close enough. I mean, it's interesting. It's the future, frankly. Is all of these tools that help, you know, that where we use our we creatively use tools to do our creating. You know, it's just, it's like a magnification of creativity. Now, in some ways, it's a huge cheat, you know, because people don't have to actually have any skills anymore. But you know what I mean. Half of it's good, half of it's bad. That's like most things, you know. It's good parts and bad parts. Good effects, negative effects. So then I went on a whole thing just about this conversation, pretty much. And so the rest of the video is just little hunks of crap just about how the arguments seem to be really, you know, there to be made. And it just shouldn't be a problem, because it seems to me decisive which side should win. This isn't a complex problem to solve. It's not a complex murder mystery or something. It's almost like so obvious. The butler did it, and you know, there's all kinds of evidence, and I mean, it's just, you know, really shouldn't require all of this work. So let's see what I said here. And all she can do during her life is endure. All right, so I'm, you know, the modern mystic brought up this stupid old tired epigenetic subject, and so all these fake scientists keep trying to come up with some way to make evolution more interesting and pretend there's some feature that's, you know, controllable, and you know, it has something to do with human ambition or something, you know, whatever. I don't even know what it's about, frankly. It's about people just delusional bullshit. This is like free will crap. It's just delusional crap. It doesn't have anything to do with reality. This is like some sort of compatibilism, you know, gibberish they make up to say somehow we control our genetic code. Bullshit. So I mean, it is just bullshit. It's just shit. There's no enhancing your genetic code. It's not possible. All you can do is less damage. That's it. There's no other function. You can You can cause your genetic code to create more mutations or less mutations, and that's it. Just by damaging it more or damaging it less. That's it. There's no other way to affect your genetic code. You don't drink something or eat something and, oh yeah, I made my ambition DNA stronger. I made my responsible human DNA stronger. No, you can't make any of the DNA stronger. All you can do is break it. You can't make it. And it's just, so the modern mystic compared it to Lamarck and the giraffes trying to reach leaves, and therefore their kids had longer necks because they did all this work trying. No, that's not why they have longer necks. Shit. It's just so goddamn stupid. They have to earn it. Every generation having the longer neck has to keep being advantageous, and as soon as it stops being advantageous, the neck's going to stop growing. Oh, shit. More disadvantage than advantage. That's as tall as it's going to get. Stupid fuckers. I mean, if you proposed it as an idea, oh, here. Oh, okay, yeah, so then I've used this argument before. Just the whole idea that life wouldn't survive. If I had to go to the government with my proposal of, hey, I'm going to put life on Earth, and I had to provide an environmental impact statement and explain what I was going to do. Well, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a whole bunch of little kids, and I'm going to kill most of them. Okay, so I'm going to put them in a contest where most of them get killed off and fail, so I can preserve a little kernel of them that are superior. Okay, and they'll breed with each other, and and then they'll get exposed to all kinds of crap and drink and do different things to fuck their eggs up and break their little spermies, and then they'll make more mutants to kill, to try to make some more better babies. So a tiny percentage will be winners, and the rest of them I'll just slide them off a little chute and let them go into a little meat grinder that chews them up. That's my plan. Yeah, fuck you. That's, there's going to be a rubber stamp. Fuck you. Alright, that's not going to pass. Except in some sort of psychotic, like you go to the prison and find all the psychotics and then propose it to the psychotics, and they'd say, oh yeah, that's really cool. Pain and suffering? More pain and suffering? Oh, pain and suffering is fun. Value circumstance. Alright, so then I'm probably just talking about, yes, value originates with us being conscious, having feelings. That's the value, that's what's at stake, that's what's being exchanged, and we're exchanging it really bad, and evolution is really, really bad. We're bad, but evolution is even worse at wasting that goddamn shit. How simple things really are. So, I had this idea of incentive economics. Okay, so I was going through the history, how I got into this fucking bullshit in the first place, YouTubing, on these simple subjects, and it's like you can't, you get no traction, people will not argue the argument. They won't actually engage in a conversation about what the truth is and what the facts are and what the logic dictates. They just keep going, OJ's innocent. It was a conspiracy by the UFOs and the Mexicans. They cut her head off. Some kind of just, what the fuck? That's your best argument? Of all the fucking theories, that's the... what, you're gonna stand by that shit? Ugh. Fuck. Just... Jesus. Ugh. It's just so dismal. People are just so fucking stupid. In the game, they're not gonna, build or engineer or so that was talking about economics. It's just really about incentivizing people to work, and doing that in an efficient way, putting the carrots in front of the right horses to get the most work for the fewest carrots, the fewest consumption of value. And that's how an economy needs to work. I mean, so I was just making a clear argument that greedy capitalists don't have the right idea, and the silly liberal everything for everybody bullshit, that doesn't work either, because yes, you will not have progress. You won't invent the airplane, you won't do a goddamn thing if you depend on people just sitting in their couch going, oh, I think I'll go invent airplanes today. I mean, no, you really do have to incentivize people to make it a competition, put them in the game, give them some skin in the game, money, skin, reward, and punishment. That has to be what the system has in it, and we have a system that punishes pointlessly and rewards pointlessly. Rewards people for popping out of the right uterus. Too stupid. No sense in it at all. You know, it's just breaking all. It's, you know, go to college because it looks good when you run for office, not because it makes you productive and that makes you capable of producing something valuable to society. No, do it just for the superficial part of it, the diploma. You know, so you have something to hang on the wall, not because it does something to enhance your functionality. I mean, all the waste, the preposterous waste in the system we've created. And you can't get people to raise their hand and say, yeah, let's do it different. And instead they'll just say, same old. No, same old, same old. I want to hit the same old button. You know, waste is wasted waste. That's my motto. Waste whatever you can. Oh, God, fucking people. Stupid is as stupid is as stupid is. It's just as harmful, just as, you know, decimating to people's lives. Alcohol is probably even a better. Oh, okay, so I was just talking about all the, you know, stupid things. Attempted murder. You know, somehow, hey, that's only 1/10 of the crime. You only attempted to kill somebody. Because you failed, we'll reward you with less of a penalty. I mean, you know, it's just so illogical, so fucking stupid. Oh, being an incompetent murderer should be rewarded. God damn. It's a shitty role. And then all the like I said, keep running from the truth of your own destiny. But, yes, you're all doomed, you're going to die. Why don't you put that part in the story if you're going to sell this to your kids? Hey, I've got a great plan for you. Death. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, make it part of the real story. This is the Titanic. Yes, you're going to have some eat, drink, you'll have a nice meal. You know, you'll do some fraternizing, blah, 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 blah. But no, the real thing, the real story is it's going to hit an iceberg, you're going to sink into the cold water and die horribly. So let's have the real story, not this fake, I'm living, I'm winning bullshit, because you're going to stop winning and you're going to look really bad doing it. The stop winning part's going to look really, really, really nasty. It's not going to be some graceful retirement. No, they're going to be shoveling the dirt on your still living body. It's longer than it is fat. I mean, I can see. Yes, I'm just pointing out how this is all so fucking obvious to me. It can't be missed. The facts of our existence. You know, no free will, robot, terrible waste of carnage. You know, delusional, whatever, ambition, competitive nature, fucked up psychology, egomaniacal, vanity, all this bullshit, all psychobabble. I mean, it's obvious. We're fucktards. No reason to have, nobody's enough of an unfucktard to be worthy of replicating. No one. Okay. And the last word was... nothing! Oh, cool. That was almost the best part of the video. I have to admit, it's pretty cool. That silence thing is really intriguing. Alright, anyway, so, see, I can make a shorter video. 20 minutes. Anyway, so it is, it's got a lot of bits and pieces in it, so it's not a bad video. It's just a lot of little bits and pieces on different, little tiny bit on this subject, little, you know, just barely hitting it, but just pointing out how even in brief you could just make an argument that's a good enough argument to say, why the fuck do we need to even argue this? Right to die? We have to defend that? And then, you know, and all the slimy reasons why it doesn't win. You know, it's okay, so the religious kooks, the religious suffering whores, okay, Jesus loves your suffering. He just eats it for soup every day. Sups up your suffering, okay? I mean, you're fucking ghouls, okay? So the ghouly religious kooks. But then there's a whole bunch of other chimer inners that make it possible for those religious kooks to sit there and win the day. You know, all these people who just, this little mushy, oh yeah, everybody should keep trying. And trying is so much fun to watch. I love watching people try. Yeah, what is all that crap? What do you, and, you know, and then the medical industry, you know, who just protecting their own financial interest because they have a huge financial interest in, you know, keeping the corpses alive. You know, dragging people's death out as long as they possibly can so they can use more of their technology and more of their instrumentality and suck up more of the fucking goddamn social wealth to, you know, keep them comfortable. Fuck that. It's just disgusting. So there's no good logic. There's absolutely no good reason for any human being to sit there and oppose somebody else gracefully exiting. It's just obnoxiously stupid, ugly, dumb, gross, cruel, insane. You know, there's just no way to make a valid argument. Oh, you're gonna the person who's gonna cure malaria is, you don't want him to kill himself. Guess what? The person who's going to kill themselves isn't likely to be the person who's going to cure malaria because they already hate their life. They're miserable. They're not going to try. They're not the ones trying to cure malaria in the first place. So that argument's really fucking lame. And anyway, they're not a slave. They're not your fucking goddamn slave. People aren't your slave. They aren't here to service you. You fucking bastards. Why would you interfere? And as soon as somebody says the words, oh, you know, I'm not confident I'm winning enough to be worth living and all that kind of crap, why would you even counter-argue? I mean, what's there to counter-argue? Oh, you don't find it just totally fun? Why would you force them to like Disneyland? It's like you go to Disneyland, the guy says, hey, you know, all this shit looks fake as fuck. I really don't do this dancy-prancy thing. I mean, people in their little happy dresses, little pink balloons. I don't really go for any of this crap, you know. It doesn't appeal to me at all. You know, really not interested. Why would you sit there and waste your time persuading them, oh, you must go because the streets are clean and they're made out of little bricks and it's all so cute? Huh? And then there's all the fat fucktards walking all over the place. It's always fun to watch them. You can buy merch. Don't you want to buy some merch? Why would you try to convince them there's some point in going? Staying. Yeah, no, there's no point. Fuck it. No, you have to see the fireworks. I'll nail you to the wall so you have to witness the wonderful sparkliness. Oh, shit. Anyway. Alright, so that's enough of a video now. So, anyway, just another video. Trying to convince people they're full of shit. And it's just very difficult, and I haven't succeeded, and blah, 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 blah. So, yes, I have to keep working at it. Anyway, so, yeah, so that's it. That's the video for today. So, till the next time and such, this has been DoNotGod.com Google is Evil video presentation. Thank you for your attention and such. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye.